If you could talk to us this morning about what this whole initiative here this morning is about and how this whole project came together.
Well, today is an opportunity for small businesses in our community to learn about how they deal with the new normal from a capital access perspective. And it's a very important conversation that I heard a lot about during the time I was running for mayor, and I promised to put a conference like this together. And it just so happened that the Charlotte Chamber of Commerce was talking to their members and having a similar conversation about trying to help connect their small business members to resources. So the reason we're here is because there's a strong history of public-private partnership between the City of Charlotte and the Chamber of Commerce, and we think that we're uniquely suited as a community to help our small businesses pull out of this crisis.
There's been a talk of a disconnect between, in particular, the minority business community and the so-called good old boy network. Do you hear that when you're out on the street?
Sure.
Are folks talking to you about that, and how do you respond to it?
Well, I do hear it, and that's one of the reasons why one of the first things I did as mayor was to convene a small business opportunity task force to look very specifically at the entry points for small business owners, including minority business owners, into the city's procurement process. The larger conversation has to be about how that connects up with the larger private sector relationships that exist. And the goal of our program should be to help provide those entry-level opportunities for larger contractors and smaller contractors to have experience with each other, and hopefully that carries over to private sector work. If that doesn't happen, then clearly there's some things that have to be worked on and corrected in our community, and that's a conversation that I've also tried to help shepherd with the Chamber of Commerce.
I heard in your comments that you're talking about trying to take your efforts nationally in terms of a model for how communities and small businesses can be effective. Tell me about that, and why are you so passionate about doing not only here in the Charlotte community, but taking it to a much greater level?
Well, because I think Charlotte is a microcosm of the country. We have more than 90% of our jobs in this community tied to small business. And if we're going to see a jobs recovery, it's going to happen in the small business space. And I think that's not just true of Charlotte, it's true of the whole country. So if we can take the kinds of steps we've taken here, I mean, from this conference to what we're doing with our loan program to the town hall meetings that we had back in the February timeframe with unemployed workers, people who are very talented, who are looking to get back into the world of work. We've done more to innovate in this area in Charlotte than I think any place in the country, so we ought to be leading that conversation.